Okay, take two. Um, let's give it a couple of minutes. Hopefully, Linda Anderson, hopefully you can find me again. Um, I don't know why it does that. I cannot make sense of it, but every now and then when I go to connect, it will tell me that I don't have access to. Hi, Linda, you made it back. Okay, I have a video now. Um, Again, this week we are working on a diamond painting just because I'm letting my wrist heal a little bit more. The stitching, kind of moving it like this, is a little tender, so I'm going to work on my custom here of my grandbabies on the diamond. It's a little bit easier. I am doing good, Linda. Hopefully, you are doing well too. You can hear me and see okay? Okay, so the what I am working on is a custom, oops, by what it is of my grandbabies. So let's see if I can kind of get that up there. So this is when my grandson was born, and this is my granddaughter, so Naomi and Chanston. And I originally started this for my daughter-in-law for Mother's Day. I missed Mother's Day, so I'm shooting for Christmas. Why not? Let's try that. When I can't hit my deadlines, we just extend the deadlines a little bit. That's normal, right? So this is, see if I can, I'll try to move it here so you can kind of see how much I've gotten done. So we've got this whole section. I would say that once I get these two little squares down here, I will pretty much be halfway. So, oh, I picked up that's a black drill from somewhere. So, I need to throw that in. Um, hmm, I don't see any black ones that I have missed. So, let me find color. I'd like to say that, it's just one drill, just toss it, but you never know. So if I know what color it is, I'm saving it. Hi, Jen. All right. So, hi, Sherry. Okay. So this is new. This is my new little vacuum pen. Um, Not quite sure. This is bugging me because it's crooked and I want to fix it. Um, I don't know. I don't want to pull it. Oh, maybe. Here, let's see if I can't. Wonder if that'll help it. On a sneeze. Ooh, that's me. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know if I have anything small enough to probably get down in there. I don't right now. Darn it. I just wonder if that would help it vacuum a little bit more. I don't know if that's cutting off the air or not. I mean, it's working good. So, oh, thank you. Hi, Nikki. All right. I don't remember what color I'm working on, so let me look. Number 42. Got that quick. Oh, okay. So this is as close as I'm going to be able to get this camera. I have got I do my diamond painting on a drafting table, and the drafting table is taller than what my stand is for um, my camera. I tried to get it up and to kind of come in from the top a little bit more. But it didn't work. Anyways, so this little pen, whoops, comes apart, obviously, a little too easy. Um, I got this off from Amazon. I just got it today, so it's my first time using it. And so it comes with, I believe, yeah, I think it's charged now. So it's this little box, and then you've got your little hose that hooks up to your pen. Um, it is rechargeable, so I'm actually going to move it to the other side, and maybe having the cord on my right side because I am right-handed, it won't get in the way so much. And I am trying as hard as I can, obviously not to, you see my bandage here, I'm trying not to get that on my canvas at all. So, quite interesting, but picking up the drills with this little booger is nice. And then it does come with other tips, but I did look at this one. So this one is a 3. So we'll use that at some point. You just pull it out and stick it in, and it actually, that one works pretty well. So I'll show you that too. I'm sure there are more expensive units out there that would probably work even better than what I've got. This one was only $16. I just wanted to try it. I'm already thinking about maybe sending this one back and getting the cordless one. It's my issue with that I wasn't sure that I would like is that it's pretty thick, where this one is nice and thin, so it's kind of like a pen. It's just the cord is getting in my way. I'm not sure that I like the cord. So if anybody has got any experience with these vacuum pens, please speak up. Let me know what you think, if you like it, what kind you have. I do know that it's a lot cleaner. I'm noticing a big difference in just my drills, and not having any of that extra wax. Um, I hope you guys can see me okay. You know, I do have one of those. Hold on, Nikki. Look at you. Just a second. Come on. I can get the magnets lined up right underneath there. Hi, Jody. Hey. Oh, goodness, I'm a goober. Let me try something else. Wow. Hang on. I had to make that complicated. That's just how I roll. Here, let's try this, which I think is what you meant, but I had to just be complicated. Nope. Nope. Okay. That was right. Hey, welcome to the stream. Let's watch Linda fumble with everything that she touches. That is how I do things. I'm glad you stayed awake for this, Jen. I am entertaining as can be right now. This is just amazing here. Oops. Oh, come on. Okay. Whose idea was this? Okay. We're gonna table that for later. I do have this little nugget here. I don't think my there. I don't think my grip on my hand's working as well as it should. Hi, Amy. All right. And I apologize that this isn't very close for you guys. Hmm. Trying to think of how I could work that. I could set that up on something. Probably not. Um, okay. I really wish that when I set up the stream, it would let me see, and I don't know what I'm doing wrong or if I am doing something wrong. I don't know, but I can't. It won't give me a preview of what it's going to look like, and so I always struggle with position and all that good stuff. Um, just in case you guys were wondering, that black one that I found earlier goes right there. So it did have a home. It just slipped out. Okay. So, anyways, I truly do apologize for missing the stream last week. Um, that was a hell of a night, to be honest with you. It really was. What had happened is my two dogs, I didn't realize it, but they were apparently, I was sidetracked, complaining about my day, and we do know that they have issues with food. They will get into arguments with food. That's why they eat separately. Um, and we had sat down to eat. What we think happened is that a fry was dropped, and they were laying. Usually, one lays kind of at my feet this way, and then one lays over here. And I didn't realize that they were so close together. And when the fry dropped, I think it was a fry. I'm not even sure. Anyways, they got into an argument under the table. And so I had reached down and grabbed a hold of how my previous boss always taught us is that, you grab the back legs. Now, I've never done that before. I've always just kind of went in and separated them to knock it off. So I think when I grabbed the back legs, I startled Loki more and he turned. Well, a couple of days, my husband and I had talked about it. I was kind of afraid of what was going to happen. And um, from my husband's standpoint, because I didn't really understand or remember what had happened, whatever. All I know is I grabbed a hold of him and I thought he redirected at me and came after me. And all I know is that I had um, a pretty major bite to my arm and bleeding all over the place. Well, my husband said what it looked like from his point is when I grabbed the back legs, I let go and then I went to grab his collar. And when I reached forward to grab his collar, my hand went right into his mouth. You see one right there too. And I thought that when I was trying to get him out of the kitchen that he was still kind of coming at me, but he wasn't. He was hollering in pain. He said he was screaming in pain because I had a hold of him, and so he was not. I don't want to say screaming in pain, but he was screaming like he was scared, screaming whatever. And I had a hold of his collar with my right hand, which was bleeding all over the place. and I had a hold of him with my left hand, and I'm not quite sure where I had a hold of him with my left hand. I don't remember that. I just remember I had been bit. I was bleeding all over the place, and I needed to get him out of the kitchen and into the living room. And so I got him into the living room. My husband then was in the living room, got him into his kennel, and then I grabbed a towel and we headed to the ER. It wasn't anything malicious. I did learn a valuable lesson. I will never grab a hold of the back legs again, because, like I said, I think that startled him more than anything. Because if you think about a dog, he's probably going, "Oh my gosh, what's coming at me from behind now?" Um, but they are no longer at all allowed in the kitchen when we are cooking or eating. They are best friends. They do wonderful together. There are two things that will cause an argument, and that is food and me. If they are, like, if I've been gone all day and they are amped up and excited to see me, I know that I have got to let them out of their kennel separately, spend, just a couple of seconds, and it only takes a couple of pets, let them get that first initial craziness out, and then, everybody's fine. So, those darn siblings and their little arguments, that I've been a technician for 23 years now, and this is my first dog bite, and it happened to be from my dog, which is kind of cool because I know that he's vaccinated and I know that his teeth are clean. Um, so, and he got me, it's just right here, whoops, get in the camera, just like right in here. And so when I move my wrist, that's right where it's tender. It's healing. It looks great. It's still sore. And I've got the bandage on. I had the bandage off, but I put the bandage on just because I'm working on this and just constantly moving on that. It irritates it because I've got one of them is right here, so it is right where I rest my hand. Um, but all is forgiven. I I love my boy. Didn't mean to do it. He wouldn't ever really hurt me. I thought though that he was so um like into the fight or flight deal that he didn't realize that it was me that had a hold of him. I didn't realize that this was just all one clamp down on my arm. I thought he had gotten me a couple of different times, and my husband said no. He said it was just the one time, and his mouth never touched me again. So that does make me feel a little better. But apparently he was hollering because I wonder if I had a hold of his hair or something on his back end. Amazing how adrenaline and stuff kicks in, and you don't know really what happened. But oh, hey, look at me. So this is the three. I don't know if you guys were noticing that or not. I didn't even realize that I had switched it over. So right there, got my three drills on it, and then it just boop, and it's done. I really like this thing. I really, really do. It has made it so much easier. And even if you do run across, like I just ran across one, you can easily just pick up one on there. You can see that. Oop, the lighting. There it goes. Yeah. He was a little traumatized, I think, that poor baby. Because he's my cuddler. I mean, Coda's my soul dog, don't get me wrong. He just makes me complete. But he just won't let me cuddle him very much, like 2 seconds. And then he's like, "Mom, I'm done." But Loki, I could hold that boy for hours and he would just lay his head into me and just, love it. He craves that cuddle time where Coda is like, "Yep, give me a hug, move on about your day." So they together combined, they both fill different voids in, I guess that I'm looking for, because Loki is the snuggly, the cuddly, the wants to be touched and kissed all the time. Coda is like, I'm gonna be a little mischievous. I'm gonna make you work for that pet. If you want to kiss me, yeah, you come here. And then I'm gonna turn my head from one side to the other side, and I'm gonna make you grab me by the face and smush me. That's how he does. So they have their personalities just crack me up. I love the naughtiness of Coda and the stubbornness of him, and then just the loving, cuddly part of Loki. And I said if you could combine the two, it would be beyond the perfect dog, as they're both sleeping right now. Happy Thanksgiving. Art, yeah, you're a month or do you guys do like the whole big feast and stuff then in Canada? Okay, I'm gonna do P, which I think was number 8. I got that out ahead of time. Yep. All right. Let's see. I'm trying to fill in some of these 3 spots here and then switch back over. So hopefully everybody's gotten some of their stitching done. I have to confess, I some of it, this last week obviously was my arm, but I actually haven't stitched in 3 weeks now, to be honest with you. Um, I have lost my stitchy bug a little bit. And I don't know if, hopefully here shortly I can pick it back up. I don't know if some of it is just because I just haven't been able to or what, but just with being really busy at work with all the events that I have going on and that, um, I just recently this weekend got this back out and decided to work on it a little bit because I still want to do something. I just at first it was a little it hurt a little bit, but it's every day is getting a little bit easier, and I don't have to move my wrist around too much, so um, it's kind of working out. Hmm, come on, might have to switch over to my single placer now. Isn't this thing so cool, you guys? I'm loving it. And that sounds like fun though. Any time that you can spend with your family, that's cool. Yeah, I can't believe it's October either already. We're planning our fall event now at work with our trunk or treating, and like, man, it's just going by so quick. Yeah, I'm probably 3 weeks behind on my color by color as well. Uh, I can't remember. I know I worked on week 1, maybe a little bit of week 2. Gotta get caught up. I think I am. Well, see, it fell off again. That's gonna be a pain. Maybe I do need the cordless one. The cordless one, I do worry though, because it's I worry about it not the charge not holding up long enough. Um, don't know how. I could have swore that I saw that it only lasted for like 4 hours, and on the weekends sometimes I will do more than 4 hours worth. But I guess honestly, well, yeah, this one's battery operated or rechargeable, but also it will still run when you plug it into charge. So you guys have Thanksgiving now. Do you celebrate Halloween? Do you have like trunk or treating and stuff like that, and or not? Well, I mean trick or treating, not trunk or treating. Sorry. Or is that just a U.S. thing? I was gonna say holiday, but it's not really a holiday. Um, I mean, for the kids, obviously, but forward here, maybe that'll help a little bit. Yeah. Well, you know what? I'm sorry, guys. I think I'm a little bit closer now. That helps a little bit. Yeah, we don't have where we're at. We're kind of out in the country, and we don't have any kids show up other than the grandkids. But I will admit that I shut my lights off and hide from them. It's just not, I mean, it's so few and far between out here in the country that it's just not even worth it. So I just turn the lights off and eat the candy myself because I'm rude like that. Anybody that knows me knows that I don't like to share my M&Ms or my peeps. Actually, I don't like to share anything with goblins. Um, all right. Let's see. There are a few peas there. Wish I could get my magnet to follow me. Stuck under there now. Okay. Hopefully you guys haven't found this horribly boring this time without stitching. I know this is mainly the cross stitch group. I feel bad. I mean, they're all Sandy's creations, so figured it was better than I didn't want to cancel again. And I figured the pattern from that I had chose, the picture that I chose last week for the top secret word was just adorable. So I didn't want you guys to miss out on that at all. Probably dog hair stuff in there. So we are doing it this week. In honor of upcoming Halloween. It's funny because, I hide from the little trick-or-treaters, but Halloween is one of my favorite holidays. Not so much handing out the candy and the costumes and stuff. For me, I just like the witchy woo. I like the Halloween decorations. I like the fall vibe, the falling leaves, the cooler weather, pumpkins, all that good stuff. All right, so let's go with, I will try the little clouds here. To change of pace, yes. Number 43. If I ever do this again, then I will know that I probably need to put the camera up on something. It's on its own little stand, but the stand isn't necessarily tall enough to where you're getting a good overhead. Um, so maybe if I do it next time, I can kind of come in a little bit further down this way for y'all to see it a little bit better. So let's see here. Speaking of the pattern, oh goodness, let me find it real quick. So if you pull up the What a Biz Facebook group, the What a Biz Cross Stitch Facebook group, and under the featured tab, you will see this post right here. And so in the comment section, this is the pattern that is available tonight. So under the comment section of that post, if you would comment black cat, in honor of that cutie right there. That is so, so cute. I love that one. I will send those out hopefully here in the next few days. I had somebody ask, and I generally try to leave the comment section open so that you are not able to watch the night of. You will be able to. I give it a couple of days before closing off the comments, so that you can watch the stream, and still comment and still get the top secret word. And people have different time zones, and so I try really hard to honor that because I know that it's evening for me here, and some people it will be in the middle of the night. And so I think it's fair to leave that open and try to be understanding and accommodating for those that couldn't make the actual live. Uh, mm, I don't know. Can you guys hear the little vacuum pen? Can you hear the motor or is it quiet? Because I can hear it. I hear just a little hum. And when I get, you can tell when I get one on there, I can hear it change the sound a little bit. I would say I would recommend this pen, even with its little setbacks of the hose kind of falling off or whatever. It has really increased my dotting time. And you don't have, you're not getting wax on your drills. I know sometimes I have to go back through and kind of wipe them off because I've had chunks of wax stuck on there. So it kind of takes that away too. Um, I don't know. I really like it. So I just hope it holds up. But honestly, for 16 bucks, if it doesn't last that long, I just get another one. You hear nothing? Good. Okay. It's like I said, it's really, really, it is very quiet. So it's like a little itty bitty mini vacuum cleaner. It never fails either. It doesn't matter how careful you are and you watch every single row, always have the ones that you miss. Just come out of nowhere. And they're like, oh, remember me? And then you think, oh, wow, I'm at the end. I've got them all. And then you find a whole big section right here. This down here a little bit more. And that's crazy too. When I had found that other one that had rolled down, the black one, I had looked to see if there was one that I could just throw it in instead of getting the bag out and putting it away. Right there. And yeah, right there. If you can see that part or not. There is one. There was one that I could have put it on. It was hiding on me. Oh, and I can see all the little fuzzies. I don't know. It might be probably from my wrap. Um, well, that one became part of the canvas. All right, I am probably going to call it a night. Um, and I will be back next Monday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And hopefully, we'll be stitching by then. Um, shouldn't have a problem with it. Like I said, I'm pretty much healed. It's still just a little sensitive. Um, so we'll give it another week, and then we'll be back on track for the stitching. And if you guys, don't mind this and like this, maybe now and then I'll throw in a diamond painting one, just to kind of keep it different, keep it entertaining. Who knows? I might spark a little fire and get you another hobby, because that's what we need. We need them all. We need to cross stitch. We need to diamond paint. We need to do everything. And gal darn it, I thought I was done with this color up here, and here is a whole nother little area. So funny. Okay, guys, one more. There we go. I am going to call it. So you all have a good evening. Thank you so much for joining. I know it probably wasn't all that exciting this time around, but we will pick back up where we left off next week. So I will see you next Monday, 9 o'clock. All right. Happy stitching. Have a good week, guys.